can find the time to pass me by. Binging in my sentimental mind.
Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I maintain my units on a day-to-day basis, as well as some tips and tricks on how I keep them looking like new. So if you're interested in learning more about this, make sure you keep watching. Okay dolls, we all know that our hair is an investment, so we want to make sure that we take care of it so that we can make it last as long as possible. Lately, I've been using this new absorber kit and I really like how it leaves my hair. It comes with this thermal pouch that's easy to carry and it's real portable, perfect for when I'm going on vacation. So first I preheat it to 120 degrees while I detangle the hair and remove any kinks or knots that I have in it. This black unit is my Myfirstwig unit. This is my go-to wig. I've been wearing it for months. It's never failed me. And I just want to make sure I keep it that way, okay? Now the second blonde wig I just recently wore for the first time, but I literally have bleached the mess out of it. It's truly damaged and I'm just using this treatment on it to help bring some of the moisture back to this hair. So if you use any type of adhesive on your unit, when you remove it, it's going to have some type of residue left over on it. So what I like to do is I take my shampoo, my cheap shampoo, make sure it's a cheap shampoo, and I take a baby hair brush and I just scrub the lace gently to remove the residue. And then once you rinse it off, the lace should be restored back to its original state. Next, I'm going to go in with this absorber shampoo, and what I really like about this shampoo is that it gently clarifies the hair while also helping to bring the moisture back into the hair. I always wash my hair using warm or lukewarm water, never hot, and I start scrubbing the unit from the ends and make my way up to the scalp, just making sure that I thoroughly clean the unit. I've been on 2 vacations last month. When I tell you I've been in the ocean, in the pool, and I just kind of like really been putting these wigs through the ringer. So this treatment is definitely necessary. And anytime I'm washing my hair, I always like to use the steam on the faucet because I believe the added pressure helps to thoroughly rinse the hair. Next, I'm going to follow up with the conditioner, and this particular conditioner has beryllium oil in it, which has many essential fatty acids and is extremely rich in beta carotene. This is the type of oil that is so healing that you can also use it on burns and wounds. So it's the perfect source of moisture for your hair. And since your wig has been cut from its natural cuticles, you want to make sure to replenish it with moisture to preserve its integrity. After I've applied the conditioner, I put it in these little plastic pouches and then I put it in the thermal pouch. And after that, I actually turn the heat up on this pouch to the highest setting. That's my personal preference, at 167 degrees. And then I let it sit for about 25 to 30 minutes to allow it to really soak into the hair. This pouch eliminates the old school way of boiling or microwaving your hair, which leaves you with little control over the temperature. After the time's passed, it's time to rinse the hair out, and you always want to make sure you rinse your hair with cold water. That's going to help seal in the cuticles, and you can almost visibly see the moisture has been replenished in this hair. So now it's time, I'm just going to kind of prep the hair for me to reinstall it. You guys know once you worn the wig already, the install prep is very minimal. I like to use a mannequin head just because it's a lot easier for me to lay the hair down flat to dry. And one thing about my Myfirstwig units, they come ready to wear. They come pre-plugged with the knots bleached, so you really don't have to do anything to these units. You really get what you pay for when you purchase a Myfirstwig. So initially I was going to air dry the unit because I do prefer to air dry my units when possible. However, you can see by the change of clothes, I had somewhere to go. So I just went ahead and towel dried the ends and blew the remainder of the hair dry. Okay, so now I'm going to install this unit the same way I normally install the units. And I'm not going to do a ball cap or anything today. I'm not doing anything special. And I'm going to be using today the Gots to Be Glue Insta Hold. This is the first time I'm actually using this hairspray. Decided I'll go ahead and try it out. And I finally remembered not to apply any makeup to my forehead. So that's really all I'm going to do for this unit. This particular unit is not balding in the front, so I don't have any repairs that needs to be made. However, if you are dealing with a unit that's balding, I do have a video on how to preserve a balding frontal. I'll be sure to link that in the eye above, as well as at the end of this video and in the description box down below. Now I want to get into a lot of the common questions that I get as far as how I maintain my unit. As you guys saw, reinstalling a unit is a lot easier than installing it the first time. You don't have to deal with any issues of plucking the unit as well as cutting the lace. That's all already done. So all you would have to do, if you're not going to wear it glueless, is just apply whatever adhesive you're going to use. Once my unit is installed, I really don't do much to the wig after that. I almost never add any type of oils. If I do want to add some type of sheen, you guys have seen me use this a lot of times in my videos. I'll add either like this Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine, or sometimes I use the Proclaim Gloss In Polish, and you just apply a pea amount to your hand, rub it in, and just gently put it on the hair, and that should be enough. If you want to curl your hair or add any type of style where you need some type of a hold, you want to be sure not to use anything that's too strong, because that will build up on your hair and cause you to have to wash the unit. Anytime I'm doing a style that requires some type of hold, I do like to use my BioSilk Silk Therapy finishing spray. This provides a very good hold for any type of curling style. However, it doesn't make it hard and crunchy. And then when you're finished with the style, you can comb it out and the hair kind of goes back to its natural flow. But of course, once you apply too much product to your hair, you're eventually going to need to rewash it. At nighttime, when it's time for me to go to bed, the most important thing that you would want to do is take some type of scarf and tie down your hairline. After that, you can actually wear a silk bonnet. Sometimes I'll just throw my silk bonnet on. A lot of times I like to take my hair and I twist it into a bun just to kind of keep that in place. And of course, I'll have my scarf across the front. I twist it into a bun. I take my scrunchie or hair tie, or whatever it is that you call it, and I just put it on the bun, and that holds it in place. Now, I really like to do this when I'm wearing longer units. This keeps it up and off of my neck. Also, this is very good when you're wearing any type of like body wave or any type of hair that has some type of curl to it, because it also helps maintain the longevity of the curls as well. Also, when it's time for you to take a shower, you want to also make sure that you tie your hairline down with a scarf, and then you can throw on your shower cap. It's really good to have some type of shower cap on when you're in the shower, because the steam from the hot water will loosen up the glue or adhesive that's on your unit, especially if you're only using a hairspray. Not as much if you are using a glue. However, the steam does work against the adhesive So it's always best to wear a shower cap or at the very least a scarf on your hairline. Now I have a video on how to remove your wigs when you're wearing it, so I'm just gonna repeat basically what's in that video for those who haven't seen it. If you're wearing some type of hairspray, got to be glue spray, obviously all you need is water. So I like to just take a damp rag, wet it, apply it to my forehead, and then the wig will slip right off. If I'm wearing some type of glue, be it Bold Hold or Ghost Bond, I personally like to remove my units using hand sanitizer. I think it's a lot less harsh to your hair than using straight alcohol. And because it's hand sanitizer is more like a gummy texture, it allows it to sit on the lace longer and penetrate to remove the glue. Some people have also suggested that aloe vera gel helps remove it as well. I personally have never used that. However, feel free to try that method and come back and let me know if it works. Last but not least, I want to tell you, like, when it's time for me to take my unit off, I prefer to store my unit in either the bag that it came with. Myfirstwig's units come in this type of case. It's similar to like when you go to the dry cleaners. So it comes in this pretty case like here. So you just kind of slip the unit in, zip it up, and then you're good to go. Currently, I kind of keep all my units in these storage bins back here. However, before I used to keep them on, I have a whole bunch of mannequin heads, so I will keep my units on the mannequin heads in my closet. It's really up to your personal preference. I actually prefer to keep it in the hair bags that the hair comes in because it protects it from, you know, just the elements of the air, collecting dust and whatnot. However, if you have a few units in rotation, then it makes perfect sense to keep those on mannequin heads where you could just grab them. It's already shaped or curled how you want, and then you could just kind of throw it on and go. If you are interested in this unit that I'm wearing, as I mentioned, this is from Myfirstwig, and this is in 16 inches, which I personally think is a perfect like everyday length because it's long enough to wear like in a bob style if you want. So if you don't feel like styling it, you don't have to. However, it's long enough to actually do styles to your hair as well if you feel like it. So if you like want to wear a half up, half down or something like that, you can have that versatility. I'm gonna just stand up so you can see where this falls on me. And Myfirstwigs, you guys know, is an easy peasy type of situation. They have really quality units. I've done tons of review for Myfirstwig. You guys already know how I feel about this company. I hope I addressed most of the questions that you guys may have. If I missed anything, as always, be sure to comment in the comment section down below and I'll be sure to answer them. As always, anything I use in this video will be listed in the description box down below. But before we get out of here, of course, I'm gonna need your help naming this unit. What do you think we should call her? Go ahead and leave your name suggestion in the comment section down below. And I did pick a name for the unit I reviewed last week. The new name, as well as the person who submitted that name, will be listed across the screen. So dolls, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already part of the Faithful fam, I'd love to have you. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button on your way out. And as always important, until next time, you guys stay blessed. And if it be God's will, I'll see you in my next video. Take care now.